Hey Virgos, how y'all doing? Welcome. We're going to be taking a look at your February through March, your Imbolc season, general reading here. So let's talk first about your meditation. I saw the image of King Kong, as you do, standing next to a skyscraper building. But, King Kong was so big that he was using it to kind of prop up his elbow to kind of lean on, like he was leaning on a fence post or something. And I heard this song. I don't know who it's by, but it goes like, I'm gonna sit right down and write myself a letter. It starts like that. And I heard that. And it was kind of this energy or this feeling of like, yeah, I'm cool. I'm just gonna sit here. I got all day. And then I saw, and it was like a cityscape, brushing by like Chicago or New York, right? Skyscrapers. Um, and then I saw this mouse, run up, little messenger mouse, run up to King Kong. And present King Kong with this letter. King Kong reached down, picked up this tiny little letter from this mouse, read it, and it felt like what he had been waiting for. And then he just sort of sauntered off. And then I saw this card in my mind's eye. Oh no, messing up my spread here. I saw this card in my mind's eye. On Track, one of scrolls from the Akashic Tarot, which I'm not even using today, but I saw it, and so I wanted to bring it out. And we're going to talk a little bit more about this in a minute, but it's On Track, a train on track. It's a very auspicious card. So we're going to go back to this in a mere moment or two. So your animal energy for this time is Phoenix. So this is very powerful. This has come up, with one or two other spreads in this round as well. This is a hybrid energy where, first of all, that circle represents that of spirit. So it is the equivalent of a major arcana within the tarot. It's an important time for you. That this time matters. And it's death energy, Scorpio energy with endings and beginnings. There's no other animal that is more comfortable with death than the phoenix, right? It knows how to rise from those ashes and begin again. It doesn't fear change. It is change. Its power is change, right? And then it's also Six of Swords, because Six of Swords traditionally is about transition and change, but feeling completely at peace and having calm and confidence, in a time of change, and trusting that wherever the winds of change are taking you, you're going to end up exactly where you're meant to be. And that feels like rather the point of this reading, of this energy, going back to On Track here with one of scrolls. So you also got double placements for a lot of this. This is supposed to be like half the cards for the spread, but you guys got a lot going on here, so we're gonna go with it. So you are coming through as the Three of Swords and the Nine of Wands. So there's some heart pain here. There's some healing that needs to happen. This has come up a lot in this round as well. The energy is quite heavy and chaotic worldwide right now, so this makes a lot of sense. But the Nine of Wands is so Virgo. It's going, I will persevere no matter what comes my way. I'm going to keep putting in the effort. I'm going to keep believing. I'm going to keep showing up, because you as Virgos have this inner drive that honestly, I don't feel like any of the other signs even comes close to. I think maybe Capricorn has aspects of it, but you have an inner drive where you're just going to keep on showing up. There's like this thing within you. It's like if you are a Virgo, you have this inner metronome that just won't stop. And so it's like you're going to feel your best when you know that you've taken action around things that are important to you. That's it. And it goes to the point of extremes where, sometimes what's important to you on a list is a mile long, and sometimes you overdo it to the point where you need to retreat and do nothing for a bit. But it's because you are so productive and so active, and your mind is such a, you're a striver. You have huge ambition. So the fact that this Nine of Wands, this wounded warrior, is coming in with this Three of Swords here, it says to me that amidst your pain and any confusion or heaviness you might be feeling, any healing that needs to happen, right, with this wounded warrior and this heart pain, you've got the right attitude, and you're going to come through this time victorious, right? It just feels, I don't want to say progressive. It feels incredibly proactive. Like you're healing proactively. You're a proactive healer. You're not a passive healer. You're a proactive healer, Virgo. That's what this feels like to me. Really, really positive. Now, in your place of challenge, you've got Two of Wands. So this is about that foundation, really getting everything quite ready so that you're in a position where opportunity comes, you're able to meet it. right? It's having that elevator speech ready. It's having everything primed. It's really looking at everything that lies before you and what you desire and feeling you've got all of your I's dotted and your T's crossed, right? Wands are also about, this fire energy, back to the Nine of Wands here, are about your soul's purpose and the work that you love to do, or about the relationships about which you're passionate. So when I talk about your inner metronome, that's very much like a wand energy that exists within you, Virgo, right? It's something that keeps you driving you forward, even on the days when you're tired, even on the days when you feel like it's, you're not necessarily seeing the results of your efforts immediately. You're keeping on going. And it really reminds me of, so there could be some stop and start here. This is why this is a challenge. You could feel like you're taking 2 steps back and 1 step forward, right? You could be feeling like, what is it I want again? Why am I doing this again? But any confusion can lead to clarity if you just kind of follow this blueprint of, trusting that you're on track, which is why I feel like I saw this in my mind's eye for you. Now, in your place of advice, you have the 4 of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. Now, this is you in your best form, in your feminine form, with the Queen of Pentacles feeling, her tagline is, when I'm grateful for what I already have, I naturally manifest more to be grateful for. That's it. She's not wealthy because she has a lot of gold. She's wealthy because everywhere she looks, she sees gold. So her wealth is her perspective. And that is true for you too, Virgo, especially for you, Virgo. Your mind is such an active place. It really is a mind palace, though. But your wealth is your perspective, and your perspective is your reality. Which leads us to 4 of Wands, which is 1111, synchronicity, good luck, celebration, happy home and family, marriage card. So the fact that this is coming in with your advice as well is really see yourself as appreciating what you have. Really see the small victories, the little things, right? It's not hard with everything going on in the world to look around you and find something to be grateful for, right? You can always hold up that measuring stick to someone who has it worse right now and go, oh, okay, I'm grateful. I'm grateful. That feels incredibly important, Virgo. It could be incredibly healing, right? Your wealth is your perspective, and your perspective is your reality. That's the deal. So in your place of victory here, it's so good. I feel like this is saying, after a time of stasis and stops and starts, maybe some analysis paralysis and some, needing to get clear on some things, you are quick upward movement and ascension. This is 8 of Wands. This is messages, job offers, proposals, offers of work, offers of partnership, ideas, communication, contracts. This is like right up the ladder after a time of feeling like maybe things were moving a bit slowly, or you weren't exactly sure what direction. So any seeds that you have sown are about to bear some fruit in a major way on the other side of this time period. Springtime, March, we're looking at February through March. I would definitely start feeling this energy, by the equinox. The spring equinox, that is. Now, your outcome here is stunning. It's Page of Pentacles. It's you, right? In your most ambitious and youthful form. But I like that this alpaca has all of its wool kind of stored away. It's ready for spring. It's ready to launch into newness. Even though this represents the autumn time, this feels very spring to me, because it's like it doesn't need the heavy coat anymore. It's able to go off in search of this fresh new pentacle. I really feel like some of you are going to be getting a new offer around work. Be able to sell something, collaborate around something gets promoted, something gets shifted. I really feel like you're stepping into some material abundance that feels like you've worked really hard for it, or that you've sown some seeds again that are going to come back to you. It feels incredibly positive. But I also feel like in terms of what you've learned, this also speaks of everything that you've learned on the other side of this time. We're coming out with a very wealthy perspective, right? It just feels good too, Virgo. It feels like you are shedding some weight during this time, and you're feeling all the better for it. And it feels like mental weight, emotional weight, where you just feel the difference in that. Now, in your Imbolc Oracle, you have Winter Woodlands 4/4, number 8, interestingly enough. Take time to honor, can you see that? Take time to honor what you feel. Self-compassion is the healing balm you desire. I mean, stunning. Take time to honor what you feel. Self-compassion is the healing balm you desire. This speaks of allowing yourself to go into hibernation, feel what you feel it to heal it, and allow yourself to just do as nature is doing now in the Northern Hemisphere and go into a place of stillness. That's what this is. It's not fighting it, it's flowing with it, right, Virgo? You are not alone in this. There are so many people within the collective that are experiencing the same darn thing. So be a part of that collective if this is for you, and allow yourself to go into that place of stasis where you can heal, go into that cryogenic chamber of your own design so that you can come out on the other side of this ready for the seeds that you've already sown to bear fruit, and be in a place where you have the energy, mental fortitude, and emotional capacity to receive them. Okay? Now I want to talk about this, because this feels like an extra special message. On track one of swirls. I don't normally do this, but I want to read this from the book, because when I see something like a card in my mind's eye that I haven't pulled, it just feels like Spirit is saying you really need to read all about this. So here we have on track, one of scrolls. A man, can you see that? A man at a train station looks over his shoulder at the signs that point to other tracks, but he has already looked at his maps and made his decision. He lifts his foot to step onto the train. Though travel or a move can be indicated by this card, the meaning is often about your choices and directions. You may have been ambivalent about taking a certain track in your life with regard to a project, a relationship, a career directive, or even a location, but now it's time to decide. Even if you're not quite as assured as you'd like to be, the engine is smoking. There is a direction that compels you, so get on board. You will not falter. And it says, special note, whether this card is upright or reversed, imagine yourself stepping back through the stone archway of the station and into the adjacent card. This is the waiting room for your train, where you prepare for your journey. The information there can help get you on track. So this is your waiting room, all this. Akashic Force. Take a deep breath and say, I'm back on track. Feel the clarity of that declaration and let that energy fill you. As the state of readiness moves through you, sense just one simple action that will realign you with your purpose. So remember in the meditation how King Kong got that letter, which is really interesting with the Eight of Wands here, which is all about communication and incoming letters and emails and all the rest of it. Got that letter, and then I saw this, the on track. You're exactly where you're meant to be. Don't fear and don't doubt it, right? Think about this time as a process of realignment for you, right? The tracks as it is right now, this train is under maintenance. This is you, this is your train, it's under maintenance, right? And just trust that everything that is coming up for you to feel and heal, right? You might need to take some time off, Virgo, just from the, feeling like whatever you're doing, whether it's your work, or maybe the work isn't coming as you would like it to, or your relationships are difficult. You need to take some time off and just let yourself decompress and rest. Even if you've rested, you need to rest. That's what this really feels like. So this is your, the waiting room at the train station, and just trust that the more that you're able to sit into this and allow yourself to feel how you feel and get your needs met, even if they fly in the face of other ideas that you had for yourself during this time, trust that it's serving a greater purpose, and you're going to want all of the energy that is yours and feeling like your best self to move into the springtime in this next season, or the autumn time if you're in the Southern Hemisphere, and be able to off to the races. And bring your best self to the opportunities that are coming your way, that are results of the seeds that you've already sown. You've already sown the seeds to what's coming to fruition. This is not a time where you have to do the most. This is a time for you to trust and wait in the timing of everything, right? Which is great, Virgo. I mean, what a treat. You don't have to do the most right now. You've already done it. Trust that you've put the work in already. And if you feel moments of divine inspiration as you rest, your intuition opens up, and you get these through dream time, through meditation, through those moments of stillness. You could even be watching a movie just for pleasure, and an idea hits you, and you're like, oh my God, why didn't I think of that? I should send this person an email. I should check this website. I should look into this opportunity. Let it come from a place of pleasure and curiosity, right? And act on those sources of inspiration without feeling the need like you need to do the most at every moment. Just allow yourself to be open and receptive, because I feel like there's a redirection happening here that's not only going to fuel you, but make sure that you show up right on track to this train station at the right time with everything that you need in that suitcase. It's really beautiful, Virgo. It also feels incredibly important, and it feels like there's a certain sense of you've got an ABC to the 1, 2, 3. And it is going to involve with that Phoenix energy, that trust in the natural changes that are happening within and for you. There are aspects of yourself, of past pain, of fatigue, of doubt, of whatever this is, that want to be burned away from your consciousness, from your situation and your reality, so that you can rise up new and claim what's yours, just like the Phoenix. It's stunning, Virgo, and I'm here for it. So with that being said, I so hope that this helps and resonates. Please let me know in the comments below. I love, love, love reading your comments. Please like, share, subscribe. I would so appreciate that. I appreciate every single one of you watching this right now. Thank you for your time and your presence and your energy. I love my Virgos. They're some of my favorite people in the universe are Virgos. And with that being said, most of all, and as always, Virgos, thank you for being you, and be well. Until next time.